Welcome back to Nokus Reality, your ultimate destination for real-life stories, deep dives, and unfiltered reality updates. From Real Housewives fame to NFL glory, Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann once lived the ultimate American dream: lavish mansion, luxury cars, reality TV millions, and then it all collapsed. Financial ruin, mortgage battles, tax debt, a divorce filed in 2023 that refused to die, reconciliation attempts failed. The marriage is now officially over. But Kim didn't stay single for long. While the divorce papers were still warm, she found love with Kyle Mowitz. Private five-star hotel getaways, a stunning $1 million house gifted by her new man, kids who've already met him, and given their full blessing for the wedding. Yes, you heard that right. Kim Zolciak is getting married again on August 29th. Bravo is even throwing in a $10,000 wedding gift. Fans are shocked. Some are cheering. Others are asking hard questions about the timing. This is the full story of the dramatic fall of one of reality TV's most famous couples and the unexpected new chapter that has everyone talking. Welcome to Nokus Reality. Hit that like button, smash subscribe, and turn on notifications because this drama is just getting started. To truly understand how we got here, we have to travel back to 2010 when the world first witnessed the electrifying spark between Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann, fan favorite and household figure on Bravo's popular series, The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kim's frank manner, signature blonde wigs, and opulent lifestyle earned her a fan favorite. Kroy, in contrast, was a disciplined defensive end for the NFL's Atlanta Falcons. They met at a local charity event, Dancing Stars of Atlanta, and it was swift and clear and was aired for the world to see, and their rapid romance blossomed into a full-blown fairy tale, much to the pleasure of fans. Kroy was friendly, down-to-earth, and totally committed to Kim, and immediately took her two small daughters, Brielle and Ariana, under his wing. The duo married in a lavish $1 million wedding in November 2011 that was taped for their hit spinoff, Don't Be Tardy for the Wedding. Their family swiftly increased in the next few years with the addition of 4 more kids, KJ, Cash, and twins, Kaya and Kane. Kim and Kroy seemed unstoppable for the longest period. They looked fantastic. A loving husband who abandoned a career in professional football to devote himself to his family. A rich wife that had the nicest things of life. They lived in a 15,000 square foot luxury estate in Alpharetta, Georgia, with custom sports court, sprawling lawns, and garages filled with luxury vehicles. Each episode of their reality TV just bolstered the notion their marriage was rock solid. Kim did her beauty brand and wig media job, while Kroy was the doting, hands-on father who took care of the family. Millions of fans watched their epic love story, feeling they had reached the ultimate American dream. But underneath the dazzle, the glamour, the fancy clothes, the financial worries were slowly piling up. For years, the lavish world of Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann seemed completely impregnable. Viewers saw them season after season spend their money easily on high-end designer wardrobe pieces, luxury vacations, and continuous housing modifications. Their 15,000 square foot house within the prestigious Manor Golf and Country Club in Alpharetta, Georgia, was the ultimate display of their wealth. But beneath the glossy shine and the curated Instagram stories, enormous trouble was silently brewing. The financial structure that had sustained their glorious lifestyle was beginning to crumble under the weight of too much debt, unpaid bills, and careless spending. The reality TV checks from Bravo were a huge source of income. But when their spin-off show, Don't Be Tardy, was canceled in 2021, the money flowing into the home gradually dried up. With Kroy out of professional football, however, the family's massive monthly overhead eventually started to exceed their actual income. The strain mounted swiftly behind closed doors. The couple defaulted on their $1.65 million mortgage, and banks began foreclosure proceedings on their beloved Georgia mansion as quietly as late 2022. Kim denied the foreclosure charges furiously when they first became public, calling them insane fabrications. But the court documents would soon reveal a far worse story. Public ads in early 2023 announced that the estate would be sold at a bank auction on the steps of the Fulton County Courthouse. As if that wasn't terrible enough, word broke that the IRS had struck the couple with large tax liens, adding up to over $1.1 million for back taxes, penalties, and interest from previous tax years, plus more tax owed to the state of Georgia. The stress of money owed and not being able to pay it back was beginning to take its emotional toll, and law enforcement was regularly at the house to settle marital disputes. And the fantasy union that had been idealized by millions was turning into a bitter battle for missing finances, store accounts, and unpaid bills. Financial stress is known to be a marriage breakdown trigger, and for Kim and Kroy, the mountain of financial liabilities was the destructive factor that ultimately broke their partnership beyond repair. By May 2023, the holy marriages of Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann had finally buckled under the crushing weight of their financial devastation. Kroy and Kim filed for divorce, sending shockwaves through the world of reality TV, with Kroy citing that their marriage was irretrievably broken with no hope of reconciliation. Days later, Kim filed her own petition, confirming the pair was now officially embroiled in an all-out, high-stakes legal war. The fairy tale romance that had captured hearts for almost a decade had suddenly turned into a nightmare. What happened next was a violent mud-singing campaign that made news across the country practically every single day. Kroy told court documents startling allegations about Kim's spending habits and lifestyle choices. He requested a court-ordered mental health evaluation for Kim, alleging the alleged compulsive gambling problem was harming the well-being and safety of their 4 little children. Kim immediately fired back with petitions to have Kroy tested for drugs, noting that his reported cannabis use was a significant red flag when it came to his ability to safely parent their kids. The environment inside the Alpharetta home they shared had turned downright nasty, even while the legal war within Fulton County Superior Court was roaring on. Kim and Kroy were also so financially strapped they couldn't afford to live apart. So they continued living under the same roof, dividing the sprawling estate into protective zones. Police were sent to the house numerous times following frantic 911 calls, alleging heated clashes. Whispers began to circulate about heated disputes over stolen luxury luggage, locked bedrooms, missing divorce papers, and claims of non-consensual physical contact. The general reaction was pure disbelief and intrigue. Fans who once cheered on their fairy tale romance watched in astonishment as the ex-couple threw personal insults at media outlets and court documents. Both sides fought hard for primary physical custody of their children, child support, and sole possession of the luxurious property that was fast heading into foreclosure. The sweet TV love affair turned into one of the nastiest, most hostile, and most public celebrity splits in modern pop culture history. Just when pop culture fans said they'd seen every conceivable move in this high-profile celebrity breakup, Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann threw them a curveball. The couple quietly halted their divorce proceedings just 2 months after unleashing intense legal attacks in July 2023. Having been denied their legal remedies, they tried a tentative reconciliation, but the exes wanted to keep their family unit intact and spare their 4 little children more sorrow in the public glare, insiders added. They told each other silently that they would work on their marriage behind closed doors, trying to reignite the love that had once kept them together. But goodwill could not erase the stark reality of their unaddressed financial problems. The mountain of liabilities was untouched. Delinquent taxes had drawn penalties from the IRS, credit card companies had filed endless lawsuits over unpaid accounts, and the threat of foreclosure hung over their Alpharetta mansion like a never-ending rain cloud. Old disputes were reawakened, and the little peace that they had managed to achieve was broken by the enormous financial burden. The narrow truce lasted for 1 month in August. By the end of August 2023, Kroy Biermann had filed for divorce again, for good, alleging the marriage was irreparably broken. With this second submission, any possibilities of future reconciliation were officially closed. Kroy sought for full legal and physical custody of their kids, sole possession of their home, and for the court to step in promptly and liquidate their personal goods, including Kim's prized luxury designer wardrobe, to pay down pressing bills. Then began the long and grueling legal marathon of emergency hearings, custody battles, and court-ordered mediation sessions. The damage to their relationship was too deep, too fundamental to fix. After months of intensive courtroom battle and endless public reaction, the duo have now gone through the remaining legal formalities to officially divorce their 11-year marriage. The enormous Kim and Kroy chapter was firmly in the past. Kim Zolciak was at a major crossroads, and she was ready to reinvent herself and explore a brand new and unforeseen world. After the wreckage of her marriage to Kroy Biermann, Kim Zolciak was ready for a fresh start. Kim filed for divorce for the first time about 2 years ago and made a triumphant return to the world of dating. Sources close to the reality TV star say she is, well, totally open to opening her heart again, but she wants someone totally outside her previous circle. Enter Kyle Mowitz, a wealthy corporate executive, real estate investor, and successful serial entrepreneur who preferred to keep in the shadows, unlike the spotlight-seeking characters of Hollywood. There was an immediate affinity between Kim and Kyle, very much based on similar life experiences. They found out how much they shared in common on their first official date. Kyle was one of the best corporate entrepreneurs in the energy, private investment platforms, and real estate projects. He was also going through his own messy, high-stakes divorce from his estranged wife, Jillian Green. Both Kim and Kyle, who had had painful divorces in the spotlight of the media, looked instantly to each other for solace. Kim later told fans it was a total breath of fresh air to meet someone who understands the legal, emotional, and public weight of a large divorce. The young pair managed to keep their budding affair entirely private for months, dining and traveling in each other's company and away from the prying eyes of the press. But in the universe of reality TV, secrets don't stay secrets for long. By fall 2025, social media was beginning to hint at something strange, and internet sleuths were going crazy with speculation. In the relationship news, Kim told her followers on Instagram, where she discovered happiness and true compatibility in a new chapter in her life after years of suffering and chaos. Social media feeds and entertainment news networks were buzzing with the revelation. Fans were stunned to see Kim moving on with such a powerful new man, and many questioned if it was wise to leap into another serious relationship so soon. But as Kim candidly admitted on The Real Housewives of Atlanta and in media interviews that followed, Kim's connection with Kyle was no fling. It was a serious, breakneck relationship that was about to shake the reality TV world. Kim Zolciak was determined to shield her new romance at all means after living under a microscope lens throughout her traumatic split with Kroy Biermann. She knew when the gossip rags caught wind of her romance with corporate investor Kyle Mowitz, the media circus would descend with a force to be reckoned with. They were desperate for privacy and went to painstaking lengths to evade the prying eyes of the paparazzi, devising a high-end way to keep their rendezvous completely out of the public eye. Kim and Kyle often jetted off to super exclusive places to get away from the watchful eyes of the Atlanta local media and interested admirers. Instead of frequenting the hot spots where reality stars are often seen, they checked into low-key 5-star hotel rooms around the country. With private entrances, direct elevator access, and top-end security measures, the two could relax behind closed doors without the danger of leaked photographs or surprise visitors. Kim had been getting foreclosure letters, police calls, and public legal files for months, so these serene multi-room hotel suites were a haven where she could at last breathe free. In these private enclaves, Kim and Kyle would spend hours telling each other their stories, comparing their high-stakes legal experiences, and bonding over their shared future objectives. Insiders of the duo say Kyle treated Kim like a queen on their secret weekend excursions with five-star hotel service, personal attention, and utter solitude and quiet. They could develop their relationship at an incredible pace, free from the chaos of public judgment and online chatter. Through those covert hotel sessions, they were able to build a very firm emotional foundation before they went back into the courtrooms and the entertainment headlines. But while the private spaces they shared kept their early spark under wraps, in the pop culture world, it's virtually impossible to keep a multi-million-dollar romance under wraps. Eventually, news got out that Kim Zolciak was having an affair with Kyle Mowitz, and doubters wondered if the relationship could endure the glare. But Kyle instantly showed his love for Kim was about more than romantic dates and fancy hotel suites. Just as their romance went public, the online pop culture channels went into total tailspin with a surprising headline. Kyle purchased Kim a stunning, ultra-luxurious property valued over $1 million. It was a gesture that was nothing short of life-changing for the reality TV icon, who has been battling looming foreclosures, unpaid tax liens, and ongoing financial instability for the past 2 years. The revelation of the million-dollar property immediately ignited lively debates across social media platforms and fan forums. Kim's supporters rallied behind her, calling the present a long overdue new beginning for the mom who had lost so much in her terrible breakup from Kroy Biermann. They greeted Kyle as a white knight to come and save Kim, provide her the much-needed safety and stability. But there were endless questions from skeptics and internet comment channels as to whether it was irresponsible to take such a substantial gift in the face of ongoing financial challenges. When legal papers from Kyle's own divorce case started coming out, things got messy. His wife, Jillian Green, has brought Kim into their $100 million trust fight. Jillian's legal team has filed aggressive court requests to obtain all financial information of gifts, luxury vacations, and property transactions offered to Kim. They claim that Kyle was using the fortune of a family trust to fund an overly lavish lifestyle for his new fiancée and her family. Kim's attorneys fired back, alleging the subpoenas were an over-the-top move meant simply to humiliate and harass the reality star. The lawsuits and media coverage were fierce, but Kim stood by Kyle's side. The million-dollar property was a potent material testament to Kyle's desire to build an entirely new future with her. Kim Zolciak's decision to enter a new serious relationship was never only about her personally, but a family milestone that affected her 6 kids right away. Kim was fiercely protective of her kids' mental health amid the emotional fallout from her traumatic split from Kroy Biermann. She knew there was one huge milestone to cross first, the blessing of her family, before she could take any life-changing steps toward a permanent future with Kyle Mowitz. In private, Kim sat down with her eldest daughters, Brielle and Ariana, and her younger children for a frank and emotional discussion about her marriage to Kyle. Kim didn't push their hand. Instead, she sat down with her kids and listened to what they had to say, acknowledged their feelings, and addressed every honest question they had regarding the future. She'd made it clear that her romance with Kyle was at a tipping point, but her comfort, security, and peace of mind would always come first. Kim was overcome by the sheer affection and uninhibited passion of her children. The kids had watched their mother go through years of intense stress, public legal battles, and mental distress, so they were able to notice the positive shift in Kim when Kyle had came around. They saw how grounded she was, how happy, how supported she was when he was around. Her children offered their full and joyful permission and blessing for their mother to take the next major step into marriage with Kyle. Kim felt a sense of validation and peace, knowing her family had her solidly in their corner. The kids' full support converted her relationship with Kyle from a budding romance into a family business with a common cause. With the seal of approval from her children, Kim felt all the confidence she needed to leave the pain of her past behind and move full speed ahead toward creating a brand new life. Now it was time for Kim Zolciak to share her greatest joy with the world, her children's wonderful blessings secured, her new life quickly coming together. Fans have been following her life for months, through every up and down, from the agony of her marital breakdown with former NFL player Kroy Biermann to the whirlwind, high-profile relationship that followed with business investor Kyle Mowitz. But no one was quite prepared for the scale of the bombshell that was about to blow up social media feeds every place. Kim dropped a surprise post to her official Instagram account, throwing the reality television landscape into overdrive in a hurry. Finally, Kim delivered the news pop culture lovers had been waiting for, with a lovely romantic image of her and Kyle holding hands. The date was set. Kim Zolciak and Kyle Mowitz were to wed on August 29th. "I'm just so thankful for second chances," Kim remarked emotionally. Calling Kyle her biggest soulmate, she said love had completely restored her faith in the future. The tweet went viral, racking up hundreds of thousands of likes in hours and triggering a significant public outcry. The comment section was flooded with heartfelt compliments, well wishes, and boundless love for her new path from dedicated fans, lifelong watchers of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and fellow Bravo reality stars. For many who'd seen Kim suffer public humiliation, threats of financial foreclosure, and mental suffering, seeing her truly joyful was the ultimate victory story. But in the midst of the swirling surge of happiness, a large minority of internet critics voiced serious warning concerns. The engagement happened so fast that internet sleuths questioned openly how Kim could be on the verge of a brand new marriage when the lingering legal, financial, and emotional fallouts from her terrible divorce with Kroy Biermann were still so fresh in the public view. Others feared Kroy's handling of such a prominent milestone, and whether this rapid move could trigger more judicial disputes over child custody and asset split. Let the noise and nagging misgivings be damned, Kim was unshakable in her resolve, but she wasn't going to let outside noise put a damper on her enthusiasm for this joyous milestone. As the viral hype for Kim Zolciak and Kyle Mowitz's highly awaited wedding on August 29th reached a fever pitch, the network that first rocketed Kim to superstardom decided to step back into the spotlight. Making a move that astonished both industry experts and devoted fans alike, the Bravo network management made the formal decision to award the happy couple a generous $10,000 in cash to celebrate their upcoming nuptials. The gesture was to Bravo half a congratulations on the wedding, half an acknowledgement of Kim's indelible legacy on reality television. For then a decade, Kim has delivered unmatched entertainment, iconic catchphrases, and shocking drama on The Real Housewives of Atlanta and 7 seasons of Don't Be Tardy. The present made headlines virtually immediately and was a symbolic olive branch between the network and its iconic former housewife. Fans viewed the $10,000 donation as a gesture of true goodwill, while media commentators speculated whether it was a slick maneuver by the network brass to leave up the possibility of a broadcast wedding special or a full-blown reality TV comeback. But beyond the sparkle of wedding announcements and big-time network presence, there were serious concerns about Kim's new chapter. Critics attacked Kim on prominent fan forums and media commentary channels, pointing to the massive gap between Kim's affluent new life with Kyle and the financial wreckage left behind from her marriage to Kroy Biermann. Unpaid taxes, the lingering mortgage, and ongoing legal challenges surrounding Kyle's private family trust continue to offer a challenging backdrop to their romantic fairy tale. A $1 million home gift and a wedding on August 29th. Is it enough to erase years of public battles? Or are Kim and Kyle simply building a new fragile stronghold on shifting sand? And that brings us to the end of this incredible, jaw-dropping story right here on Nokus Reality. Now, we want to hear directly from you. Do you think Kim Zolciak and Kyle Mowitz are genuinely built to last, or is this whirlwind romance moving way too fast after her bitter split from Kroy Biermann? Was Bravo's $10,000 wedding gift a heartwarming gesture, or are producers simply setting the stage for Kim's big return to reality TV? And Finally, what do you think the future holds for Kroy as Kim prepares to walk down the aisle on August 29th? Sound off with all of your theories and opinions in the comments section below. More update. Kim Zolciak is stepping into a dramatic new chapter. As she celebrates her 48th birthday, the reality star is giving fans a romantic glimpse into life with a special man by her side. But what's really happening behind the scenes? From her current custody arrangement with ex-Kroy Biermann to the shocking lessons she learned during their turbulent divorce, Kim is finally opening up. Is this truly the fresh start she's been waiting for? Let's uncover everything. Kim Zolciak says she's in love with her boyfriend Kyle and is rethinking their relationship after her birthday. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum turned 48 on May 19th, and she received some of the greatest gifts from Kyle and her 6 kids, which she shares with her ex-husband. On her Instagram story, Kim said that for her birthday, Kyle had given her a gorgeous bouquet of white flowers in a transparent vase. The mom of 6 shot a photo of the enormous floral arrangement, which was made up of white roses, white hydrangeas, and tons of foliage with crystal accents sitting in the vase on her countertop. She captioned the picture, "Love you, Kyle," with 2 red heart emojis. The pair later went out to dinner with a number of other individuals, including Kim's daughter, Kroy Biermann, to celebrate her. Kim subsequently gushed about all the love she was feeling, saying, "I wanted to thank all of you guys for your beautiful DMs, text messages, phone calls. So loved and so blessed by each and every one of you," she said in a video she posted to Instagram stories. "I just know that 48 is going to be my best year ever. Thanks, thanks, thanks. It actually means a lot to me." Kim opened up about her relationship with Kyle to The Daily Dish at BravoCon 2025 in November. "It's going good," she remarked. "He's good, he's fun." Kim's 6 children sent her a second floral arrangement of light pink roses, pink peonies, and other flowers. "Look at all this my 6 kiddos sent me. How lucky am I?" Kim shouted in a video she uploaded to her Instagram story Tuesday. "I have to upload things fast because I'm not very good at posting all this information. However, I'm home for a little while before tonight, so I am so blessed." She also spent her big day with Brielle drinking margaritas at Chili's with her buddies, celebrating the birthday queen the only way we know how. Brielle wrote over 1 shot before sharing a picture of Kim and her pals toasting over dinner with glasses of wine. "We love celebrating you," she said, adding a loving hands emoji. Brielle also made sure to send her mom a personal message for her birthday, sharing a photo of her in all black hugging Kim, who was in a bright pink dress. "Screaming happy birthday to the best mom in the world," she wrote. Kim's second oldest daughter and Next Gen NYC cast member Ariana Biermann also took to her Instagram story on Tuesday to wish mom a happy birthday. The NYC resident left her a nice message after posting a video of her and her mom dressed up and walking hand in hand with one another. "Happy birthday to the best mom. I love you so much. My whole universe. I love you mucho," Kim said. Ariana has been so honest about her relationship with Kim since she opened up about their financial struggles in season 1 of Next Gen NYC. Ariana popped up at BravoCon in November 2025 and confessed that her connection with her mom is better than ever. "She's my best friend," she said. Kim Zolciak addresses her current custody arrangement with Kroy Biermann. Kim Zolciak is sharing details about her custody agreement with Kroy Biermann as they deal with their divorce. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star has 5 kids with her ex-husband and is clearing the air on where they are today. Kim also updated fans over the weekend via her Instagram story on how her custody agreement with Kroy is going. "I signed a temporary order at the end of January. The injunction plainly says both mother and father are to attend 2 counseling sessions per month for 2 months and 1 session per month thereafter," she wrote. But business commitments in February and March made attending the required counseling sessions difficult. Kim said she'd been married to Kroy for a while, but he has the children for spring break, and that's his designated parenting time under the current agreement, she said. I'm supposed to get my parenting time back when the kids come back Friday. I have my counseling appointment set and we'll be done with them next week. For the avoidance of any doubt, I have not lost custody of my children, nor has there been any modification to the custody arrangement outside of the agreed-upon temporary order, she continued before signing her name. Kim spoke with The Daily Dish at BravoCon 2025 about her one wish for Kroy amid their divorce. I wish that we could co-parent. There's no difficulty with Kroy, my ex. I've never had any problems, never, she said. She added more details regarding their co-parenting arrangement, continuing, I just want what's best for my kids, and unfortunately, I am willing to do whatever it takes, and I've tried so many different avenues and different ways that we could co-parent, but it's impossible, Kim admitted. So I just accepted it a long time ago. Kim went on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen on July 31st, 2025, where she said that her divorce from Kroy, filed in 2023, is still in process. I was just told the rug was pulled out from underneath me, Kim said when asked what caused her divorce. She also stated that she and Kroy don't really speak to each other, even when they are chatting about their kids. I'd like to talk more about the kids, but it's just not there right now, she said. Kim Zolciak shares a look at the special man in her life. Kim Zolciak understands how to get people talking. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum gave a peek at the special guy in her life on Instagram on Saturday, January 17th. She shared a snapshot of the man on his side with his arm around Sin, her beloved family dog. At the time of writing, the man's identity was unknown. Kim did not give out his name, and the face in his image was half hidden by his baseball cap. But it is important remembering that the picture appeared only a couple months after Kim revealed she was dating a guy called Kyle. While she's been a bit tight-lipped about her new beau, Kim told fans they'll meet him soon enough. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star, 34, answered questions about the romance in an October 2025 Q&A more than 2 years after she filed for divorce from her estranged husband, Kroy Biermann. Almost 2 years after I filed for divorce, I went on my first date, and we have been together since, she wrote, before hinting to her and her boyfriend's respective divorces. We've been through the same thing with Kyle and I, so we relate to each other. The mother of six revealed further details about Kyle at BravoCon 2025, stating that the relationship is still going great. He's fun, she told The Daily Dish. It took me 2 years before I even dated anybody. Didn't speak to anyone. I'm a Taurus, honey. I'm loyal to the bone. I went on a date with him, and the rest is here we are, she concluded. So that's excellent. He's awesome. This industry and this company is hard for him to comprehend. He's a businessman, but he's really supportive. In the spring of 2023, after over 12 years of marriage, Kim and Kroy filed for separation. Their divorce, including a brief reunion, many refilings, and the selling of their multi-million-dollar Georgia mansion, is ongoing. Kim spoke out about her divorce from her husband at BravoCon 2025 and talked about what she's learned from all the ups and downs. I'm probably the strongest bitch on the planet, she told The Daily Dish. It has been frightening what I have been pushed through. It's just a normal thing, just sick. So I was informed if I filed for divorce, he would definitely ruin me, and he's really trying. This is never going to work. The separation has not been pleasant, Kim added, but she was finally at peace and focusing on raising her family. The Florida native and Kroy have 4 children together. Boys, Kroy Jagger, KJ Biermann, and Cash Biermann, and twins Kaya Biermann and Kane Biermann. Kim has 2 adult daughters from a previous relationship who Kroy adopted in 2013, Brielle Biermann and Ariana Biermann. I'm, just a mom, remarked Kim. My children consume much of my existence, especially my younger ones, football and now basketball. I don't know what piece of my soul actually means, so I'm good. The girls have been amazing and super helpful just with me and my life and the kid, so it's been great. More on Kim's new chapter and what she called the only downfall of her new home. Kim Zolciak reveals what she learned during Kroy Biermann divorce. Just shocking. Kim Zolciak has found at least one silver lining in her divorce from Kroy Biermann. It showed how strong she really was. More than 2 years after announcing her split from her now ex-husband, the Real Housewives of Atlanta alum shared the biggest lesson she learned from her highly publicized legal struggle. "I'm probably the strongest bitch on the planet," she told The Daily Dish at BravoCon 2025. "What I have been put through has been shocking. It's just a normal thing, just sick. I was informed if I was going to file for divorce, he would definitely ruin me. And he is trying really hard. It's never gonna work." While she seemed to be thriving these days, Kim said that her divorce has given her quite a deal of stress, but she's keeping a positive outlook as she focuses on her family. "I am at peace. I'm at peace," she remarked. "I'm just being a mom, My kids take up a lot of my life, especially my younger ones, with football and now basketball. I don't know what it actually meant to have peace in my soul, so I'm good. The females have been lovely and extremely helpful just with me and my life and the kids, so it's been great." More than 11 years after they tied the knot, Kim and Kroy filed for official separation in May 2023. Since then, the exes have sold their Georgia mansion for $2.75 million and are living under different roofs while co-parenting their 6 children. KJ, Cash, Kaya, and Kane Biermann, as well as Kim's oldest daughters, Brielle and Ariana Biermann, who Kroy adopted in 2013. "I didn't have any problem with her ex," the Don't Be Tardy alum told The Daily Dish. "But I think that the split has been pretty hostile and weird. I just want what's best for my kids, and unfortunately, I'm willing to do whatever it takes," Kim continued. "And I've tried many different roads and different ways that we could co-parent, but it's impossible. So I just accepted that a long time ago." The friggin' best. The RHOA star gushed of her older sons, KJ and Cash, who are both killing it in prep sports. "My boys, KJ 14, he's the first freshman in high school history to play in varsity football and start, and he's great," she said. "They are both incredible footballers, very, very incredible. Cash is the nation's #1. He is a 13-year-old in the 8th grade. It's really fun to watch." Now they're getting into basketball. Kim added her twins Kaya and Kane are doing well too. However, she noted that Kaya can be a firecracker. "She's a handful," said Kim, whose 12-year-old daughter is giving her a run for her money. "My mother loves it. She's like, you know what? Good. Kaya, keep giving your mom a little hell, because I gave my parents a little hell. And Kane? Well, Kim said he was always by his twin sister's side. Kane is just the sweetest, easy-moving," she raved. "The twins are inseparable. They're usually one where you find the other, and they're either really lovely to each other or they're beating each other up, Now the boys are older, and wrestling terrifies me. Whereas, a couple years ago, everything was okay. And now it's like, you got 6 feet, 2 grown-ass dudes wrestling. Like, it's scary. Now, Kim is dating a mystery man named Kyle. See what she had to say about her fun and super supportive boyfriend. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.